Mission Nicaragua 2013, a youth missions trip with 3 fathers and their sons who set out to serve the children and families of Managua, Nicaragua, a city of 1.6 million that has been politically and economically devastated by civil wars and a major earthquake in the 70s. The highest at-risk group are the hundreds of families who live in or near the various city dumps, those without jobs or any source of provision, mostly women and their children. El Faro, the lighthouse, is a church led by Pastor Ramon that ministers to this community through a school, daily feeding centers, microlending, and other job creation ventures. Our team had the privilege to experience and support this vital ministry in El Faro.
The most memorable thing was on the second day when we went to Tipitapa to meet the kids, do our program, and feed them. We weren't at all prepared for what it was like when we drove up.
I'd say for me, it's probably the feeding center at Tipitapa. That was just a really memorable experience for me. Getting to feed all of the kids and then just being able to give them balloon animals and just the little things that they never really get to have.
I would have to say there was a little girl and her name was Taida down in the village of Tipitapa. She kind of just hung around the whole time. And it was just really fun to see her smile when I asked her what her name was, and just to like kind of talk back in really broken Spanish. It was a lot of fun to hang around
her. Probably we had a chance to participate in a soccer tournament, which was quite interesting because none of us had really played soccer before. But it was really neat to participate in an outreach event for other children or teens in Managua, and to just be able to kind of do activities with them that we normally wouldn't get to.
I think I enjoyed doing the skits most. In front of, like, we did skits in front of these little, and like classrooms and kind of just everywhere. So that was fun, just being able to act stupid in front of kids and they'd all laugh. So that was probably the highlight for
me. Probably making the sandwiches was really fun. Like 400 plus sandwiches or something like that, and it was just a blast making them. I didn't think I'd get sweaty making sandwiches, but it happened anyway, so that was fun.
I totally agree.
They just seem to be really happy and able to enjoy the life that they've been given. I think that's what we kind of lack here in America, you know, with all the complexity that we got going on, but life down there is really simple, so they're able to kind of slow down and enjoy it a little bit more.
My impression would probably be that they're all happy, which was interesting to me considering they have like nothing. A lot of the kids there, like to us, they have nothing. They don't have any games. We play a lot of games here. They have friends, which is nice. That probably keeps them kind of busy. But yeah, they're definitely very happy.
guess if you summed it all up in one word, it would probably have to be loving. They're very gentle people, as far as I can tell. I know that there may be some other stories that I didn't encounter, but the children and the women and the men that we worked alongside with were just great.
I think it's given me a greater respect for the things that I have. We're so wealthy down here, or up here, I guess I should say, beyond anything, and it's just really given me a greater respect for the things that I have.
Well, I think this trip has certainly affected me in how I view what I have and what opportunities we have here in Oregon and the United States. Just what great wealth. We really have no need for anything in comparison. And so it has made me more grateful for what we do have. It has hopefully balanced out any thoughts of what I lack.
Yes, because it's a great experience and it lets you broaden your perspective of the world, and it just gives you a really good experience that you can look back on and smile to.
I think definitely. It's just a really great experience. It's kind of like the kids pass on the joy that they have to you, and also again opens your eyes and makes you realize what you've been missing out on and what God can give you.
When we were taking pictures of the children, we had this puppet, and his name's Beaumont, and it made me laugh taking the pictures, just the kids' reactions to the puppet, and everything. They were just, some kids were crying, some kids were laughing, some kids loved him, some kids hated him, and just everything. That was probably the funniest thing in Nicaragua.
One thing that still makes me laugh is when El Faro's youth invited our boys to participate in their youth group activity. So there was our 5 boys, and there was like 8 to 10 of the El Faro teens, and they got together and they played games, and after a while it just seemed like that it was just any other youth group that you would find in any church around the States. The boys and the girls were just having fun playing the games, and even though there was a language barrier, they were just interacting in the very same way. And one of the things that still makes me smile is how the girls would giggle and flirt with our boys, and they would speak in Spanish, and the interpreter would be listening, and he would chuckle and laugh, and I'd look at him and he'd just shake his head.
Mr. Cadis and my dad wanted tacos from Nicaragua.
And did we find tacos in Nicaragua? What a wonderful opportunity to go on a missions trip with both my sons and to be able to experience this with them. I think it will be a treasured memory that I have, and I hope they have as well, of being able to serve the children, to have that experience that we can have together, and how it was a life-changing event that we both had at that time. And so I am very proud of them and their time of service, and I hope they will treasure this opportunity as well. I am grateful for Ron Hockley and his compassionate heart in leading the Neo Fund to initiate, support, and expand the ministry of El Faro. And I am very proud of our team, of the fathers and the sons that went and served, and I know that their lives have been changed because of it. And thank you for supporting us in this venture.